Hi, family. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, magnificent Monday. We all woke up this morning. It is a magnificent Monday. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. If everybody could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. We're standing tall. We're facing our flag. Hands are placed over our hearts. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing tall for our school mission statement. We are here to be literate, innovative, and proficient scholars who will participate in rich academic learning in a nurturing environment where we will rise. This will be accomplished by creating collaborative and supportive teaching and learning systems involving the entire PS17 community. Okay, everybody. I hope everybody's weekend was calm and wonderful. Excuse my hand. I have a really great book today. We're going to read one book in full today, and it's called What Would You Do with a Problem? What would you do with a problem? I really love this book. I have some questions along the way about how we deal with our own problems in our own lives. The main character deals with the problem, and we're going to learn how the character faces the problem, and how the character sort of overcomes how he's feeling about facing problems in general. Okay, so as we go through the book, I want you to think about a problem that you're having or that you've had in the past, how you've dealt with it, and how you might be able to shift your thinking about problems in general. All right, so without further ado, what do you do with a problem? Sorry. I don't know how it happened, but one day I had a problem. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. I really didn't like having a problem, but it was there. And so you're going to see that as we read the story, the illustrator is going to use almost like something like that looks like a little gray cloud. And you want to look at how the cloud changes and how the character reacts to the cloud changing. So this sort of represents the problem. That's what you're going to notice that the illustrator does. So, family, how do you feel when you have a problem? Sometimes I get almost like an icky feeling in my tummy, like a little nervous, or like I'm going to get sick in my tummy. I get nervous, I get anxious, and I just want the problem to go away. Like I want to close my eyes and say, go away, problem, go away, problem. How do you feel when you have a problem? Why is it here? What does it want? What do you do with a problem, I thought. I wanted it to make it go away. I shoot it. I scowled at it. I tried ignoring it, but nothing worked. Looks like the problem got a little bigger, right? I started to worry about my problem. What if it swallows me up? Did you ever feel like a problem was so big it was just going to swallow you up? Look at how the illustrator changed the size of the problem. In the beginning, remember, it was like a tiny little cloud. Then it got a little bigger. Now it looks like it's almost getting enormous, right? And it looks like the character is trying to avoid the problem, walk away from the problem. I feel like walking away from my problems too sometimes, just like I want to get away and I don't want to deal with it. I want to walk away from my problems. What if my problem sneaks up at me and gets me? right? PS17 problems can be scary sometimes. They don't feel good. What if it takes away all of my things? I worried a lot. I worried about what would happen. I worried about what could happen. I worried about this and I worried about that. It looks like the problem is almost taking over the character's whole thinking and whole life. And the more I worried, the bigger my problem became. PS17, sometimes problems can almost consume us. They take over us. It's like they take over our bodies and we can't stop thinking about them. I wished it would just disappear. I tried everything I could to hide from it. I even found ways to disguise myself, but it still found me. I'm looking at this illustration and it almost looks like the problem in the beginning, remember, was a tiny cloud. It almost looks like it's a storm right now. Like I see some rain falling down. It looks like there's like bad weather. You know what I'm also noticing though? The character looks like it's around some friends, and maybe the friends in this book are coming in the form of animals, but it's interesting that the character is surrounded by maybe people that the character loves, maybe family, maybe friends. Oh, the storm is getting bigger. The more I avoided my problem, the more I saw it everywhere. I thought about it all the time, and it didn't feel good at all. I couldn't take it anymore. This has to stop, I declared. Maybe I was making my problem bigger and scarier than it actually was. After all, my problem hadn't really swallowed me up or attacked me. You know what? I'm noticing a change here in both the words that the author is using and in the way the illustrator is drawing the character and making the drawings on the pages. I'm thinking about what's different in both the words and the illustrations. Let me bring this up close. Take a look at this. I'm going to reread this part right here. So the character says that the character couldn't take it anymore. This has to stop, I declared. Maybe I was making my problem bigger and scarier than it actually was. After all, my problem hadn't really swallowed me up or attacked me. Look at the picture here. How does the character look different to you in this picture than in the previous ones? I'm almost seeing what looks like a small smile. I don't think that the character necessarily looks happy, but I'm seeing a change in the character's face. Let's keep reading. I realized I had to face it. The character looks a little determined there. So even though I didn't want to, even though I was really afraid, I got ready and tackled my problem. Wow, there is a really big change in how the character is dealing with his or her feelings. There's a real big change in how the character is dealing with the problem. Look at that. And it doesn't look like a storm anymore, right? And take a look at this. It's almost like the cloud is turning into a ball of sun, like a ball of sunshine. Let's keep reading. When I got face to face with it, I discovered something. My problem wasn't what I thought it was. I discovered it had something beautiful inside. Wow, I never thought about that. That is a really new way to think about a problem. How can our problems be beautiful? How can we find some beauty in our problems? My problem held an opportunity. It was an opportunity for me to learn and to grow, to be brave, to do something. Look here, it almost looks like the problem and the character are walking side by side together, and the character looks like almost like he or she has a smile on their face. It showed me that it was important to look closely because some opportunities come only once. So now I see problems differently. I'm not afraid of them anymore because I know their secret. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. You just have to look for it. PS17, what problem are you facing? Have you been fighting against your problem? Have you ever tried to look for a small opportunity, even if it's a teeny weeny little small opportunity or something good in a problem? I'm going to leave you with this thought, which I'm going to read from the back of the book that the author gave us. So I'm going to read this last part from the back of the book, and I want to leave everybody with this thought before we say, we love you. What are problems for? They challenge us, shape us, push us, and help us discover just how strong and brave and capable we really are. Even though we don't always want them, problems have a way of changing us in unexpected ways. So what will you do with your problem? Now that's up to you. PS17, we love you. Have an awesome day.